So a couple of you, and I really do mean just a few of you guys already know this. I'm going to give a shout out here to three of our big fans. Matt C. Got my foot up here on the dash. I'm clicking buttons by accident. Oh, I didn't want the auto high beams on. Give a shout out to Matt C., Tom Wilkes, and Brad Geidel, because the three of them and our team had a lunch at a restaurant, I forgot what it was called, in Miami Beach during Bitcoin 2022, and they were the first three to find out about the thing that we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into what I am going to be talking about, I just want to kind of take it back on Bitcoin, because this is something really, really important to me. It's infinitely important to me, actually. It's not really, really important to me. It's the most important thing to me. And that is relationship. So, we are saved through our relationship with Christ. It's a relationship is what it is. Sure, there's religion, but religion can become corrupted. But relationship with Christ, if it's done right, should be pure. Relationship with the Father through Christ, that's a relationship. Relationship with friends and family. Relationship with my wife, Sarah. And relationship with my son, Malachi. A lot of you guys keep asking about that right there. And yeah, that is indeed a car seat. What I didn't tell you guys on March 4th, the day before I got married, which was funny, you guys found out I was getting married the day before I got married. What I didn't tell you is that I was also becoming a father the next day, because I didn't just get one. I got the 2-for-1 deal when I married Sarah. I made that joke in front of her. Don't worry, I'm not going to get in trouble for that. I got Sarah, but sorry, Craig's texting me. Probably something sales related. I also became the father of just the most handsome young man that I have ever met, and his name is Malachi. And at the wedding, we danced. We had 3 dances. My wife and I had a first dance and a last dance, and then I also had a dance with Malachi. And there's pictures of it. When right now we've chosen as a family to keep Sarah and Malachi's. Greg, I get it. Mute. Turn that off. We've chosen to keep their faces off the channel for now. But I had a dance with Malachi, and he's 19 months old. And at the time, he was 17 months old. And so we danced to a song called My Boy by Elvie Shane. If you've ever heard it, it's a beautiful song. And yeah, we had about 30, 40 people at the wedding, and I wasn't paying attention to any of them but my new son, Malachi. And apparently everybody in the room was crying. I was definitely crying. And he was sitting there trying to eat my boutonniere, the little flower. He was picking at it. And at the end of the dance, I'm like, no, it's fine. It's okay. It's all right. He can pick at the boutonniere. I don't mind. It's totally fine with it. And then Manny's fiance, Sarah, who was our photographer, not Sarah, my wife, Sarah, with an H, walks up. She's like, no, stop him. Don't let him do that. You guys, you're taking pictures in an hour. Don't let her do that. But so I had a dance with him. And on January 20th, when Sarah and I were still dating, he actually took his first steps right into my arms. And we have it on camera, too. We'll keep that video to ourselves for right now. Maybe one day in the future we'll share it. But yeah, he took his first step straight into my arms, and that was pretty cool. So yeah, when I told you guys that I was getting married, I think I was just so swamped with what I was doing, getting ready for, getting married the next day on March the 4th, that I didn't mention it on stream. And then I felt kind of awkward. I was like, how do I go about sharing this in the right way? So I kind of just let some hints drop. Like, for example, whenever I shoot my video in the car here, there's a car seat back there. And a couple people have pointed it out. A couple people have been like, hey, Jeb, is that a car seat? Is that what you got there? Yeah, that's what I got there. So yeah, Malachi is, he's my boy. And I encourage you, if you haven't heard that song, My Boy by Elvie Shane, go watch it. There have been a lot of happy tears cried to that song. And, yeah, it's a blessing. It really is. For any of you guys who are fathers, I'm, new to it, but it's really cool. It's really cool. He's learning words right now. He's learned how to say blue, but he'll pick up something that's blue. Like, he picked up a blue block the other day, and he said this, and he picked up, there's one of the pegs in one of our dining room chairs, which is blue, which don't ask me why. or renting. We just bought a house or moving into it. These chairs are here and we got them. Don't ask me why they're blue chairs, but they're blue chairs. And he picks it up and he goes, Bish? We're like, Malachi, where'd you learn that from? And then we realized, oh no, he's trying to say blue. It's just so freaking cute. And he'll just look at everything and go, this. Favorite food is oranges. Hence why there's an orange in Sarah's seat. We got some dry snacks right here for the car. He's got, I think some of his, we're getting real personal now. Here we go. All his little shoes. All his little coat hangers. I'm about to clean this car out. There's so much junk in here. But, yeah. So, I didn't really know how to make this video. I was like, I sat down to make this video. I'm like, what do you even talk about in this? So, oh, by the way, I'm a father, I guess, might be the title of this video. It's just, you know, it's a beautiful thing, the adoption process, and it just reminds me of those relationships that I mentioned earlier. You know, our relationship with God. God, our Father, is not our biological father. I mean, he kind of is because he created all life, but he's not our biological father. It's not like God the Father was, you know, with whoever our mother is. He's our father by adoption. When we're born again in Christ, we are adopted into the family of the kingdom of God. Adoption is a biblical process. It's a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, amazing thing. And, you know, something that I'm a champion of, something that I advocate for, something that I advocate for is that adoption isn't anything different than biological children. The family is not blood. Family is a choice to have a relationship that you really do mean never will go away. Like, it's kind of like the whole until death do us part. Would you argue that your spouse is not family? No, of course they're family. But you're not blood related to them. I certainly hope not. But that's still family. That's what adoption is. I refuse to call Malachi my adopted son. I refuse to call myself stepdad. No, that's out the window. That doesn't exist. And I will, for the rest of my life, if anybody says that, correct them in a loving, kind, but firm way. I'm not Malachi's adopted dad, and he's not my adopted son. I am his father, and he is my son. And he and my wife are my top priority in this world. Far, 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 far above everything else. And so, I just want to share that with you guys. And the blessing that I've been given. He really likes it when I sing to him. I have a video that maybe I'll put on the channel of me singing to him. You can't see his face in it, so I don't mind you guys seeing him. And he just he'd be walking up and bringing me stuff and dancing around. He goes to bed at 7:30, so I'll sing to him before he goes to bed. And I've been getting some singing practice in. I sing him "Better Together" by Luke Combs. He likes that song. Some things just go better together. I can't sing right now. Golly. Normally can sing a little better than that, but he likes that song. I sing him some songs my dad used to sing me. "Fire and Rain" by James Taylor. "Time in a Bottle" by Jim Croce. Better Together, Luke Combs. A few different Luke Combs songs. You know, other biblical songs too, worship songs. And pretty cool. Pretty cool. Greatest experience that you'll ever have. Getting to watch him grow is so cool because, you know, I've only been in his life for you know, however long, but you know, the amount he's grown since I met him is just super cool. Super, super cool watching that. Watch him take his first steps. I've watched him become more independent. I'm watching him start to form simple sentences. He walked up to me out of his room the other day. He just ran up to me. He's like, "Here I come." I'm like, "Can you say that again, buddy?" He likes to fly. I have a video of putting him in a laundry basket and fly. I think I was wearing this shirt, actually. Flying him around the living room. And, so yeah. Didn't really know how to tell the channel that. I've been thinking for the last 2 months, yeah, the channel should probably know that I'm a dad. But how do I say it? So I just said it. So there you go. There's an update about me. Any of you fathers out there, love to hear some of your cool stories in the comment section down below. I really think that, you know, being a father on earth is, I think, really supposed to be representative of what the Father in heaven is to us. That's why we're both called fathers. You know, fathers love their children unconditionally. There's nothing that Malachi could ever do in his entire life at all to make me not love him. At all. Period. I will always love him. It's his choice whether he will accept that love every day and continue to, you know, fellowship with me in that relationship. And I think he will, and I pray that he will, but there will never be a day where I don't love him unconditionally. Same thing with my wife. There will never be a day where I don't love my wife unconditionally. Because that's the image of God and how he loves us. He loves us unconditionally. He doesn't love us, you know, if we do good enough. He loves us because we chose to accept his son Christ, and you can have that too. And as someone who grew up without a mother, I didn't grow up without a father. I have a wonderful father. But I did grow up without a mother. As somebody that grew up without a mother, I'm here to tell you that what you didn't have in a parent, one, hopefully you can be to your children. But two, you can have in the Lord. And that's something to chew on. Because no matter how good your parents were, God's better. Think about that. Some of you guys have some really great parents. I'm one of them. I got a really amazing dad. And I hope to be half of what he was to my son. But God's even better. And he will never leave. He'll always be right here. It's one of the songs I sing Malachi is. Even Though I'm Leaving by Luke Combs. Even though I'm leaving, I'll always be right there. That's God. So yeah. Not really a point to this video. Just want to talk a little bit and share some stuff with you. So yeah. That's why there's a car seat in the back. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on the stream. It's so weird saying tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday for me, but you're seeing this on Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for you in 3 days for me on the stream. And be more than happy to talk about it on the stream. Got nothing wrong with that. So any questions you have, feel free to ask them. And I can answer them. It's pretty cool. Like I said, shout out to Matt C., Tom Wilkes, and Brad Geidel. We were at lunch and they got to meet Malachi. Malachi was trying to eat off of Matt C.'s plate. We're like, no, be respectful. He's like, nah. Matt C. was like, no, don't worry about it. He's okay. He's fine. And so it was pretty cool. They got to meet him. Anywho, guys, that's all I got for you today. I will see you on tomorrow's stream. Peace.